Hi, my name is Cron, and I'm the director of Presente Maine. um, so we were lucky to be supported by Healthy Neighborhoods to support our Food Brigade project. It's a project that started in March of 2020, right after we got the first case of COVID in our state. So we launched this mutual aid project to feed what is now over 2,000 people. And we're feeding about 600 people in Lewiston. So we really just use the funds to buy bulk food. Our whole operation is powered by volunteers. So really all the funds went directly to bring resources to the community. And we really try to focus on whole produce and grains and beans and stuff that are familiar to different immigrant cultures, and being conscious of, what kind of foods that people can't access from mainstream pantries or other food organizations, and really like taking suggestions from people. Presente is an organization that normally focuses on the Latinx community, but we saw the huge need in all of our communities. So we just took whoever asked for food, and we had no, screening or eligibility. If you needed food, then you got the food. And it has continued to grow because we deliver straight to people's doors. So it eliminates a lot of barriers that people often face in accessing food pantries and the times of day. Maybe they're at work or they have kids and it's hard to go in person. So that model has been very successful. And it's been challenging too, because the need is so great. And since people love the idea of being on a delivery schedule, where it can be easy for them, even some people who are accessing other resources really want to be able to access ours, which makes sense. So we have been doing a lot to try to fundraise and expand and build partnerships. So now in Lewiston, we're working with St. Mary's. We're starting this week. We've been working with them and they've been supporting us in a lot of ways, but they're going to start providing food for us, and we're going to keep delivering, but they're going to help us with a lot of the packing and the operational side, just because our operation has gotten so big and we're just a small grassroots org that started with like $500 in our bank account at the beginning of the year, and growing into like this $100,000 food operation. So we're very lucky and happy to be partnering with them. And I guess the biggest learnings are that we can do so much as people who are connected in our communities. Like, I think one thing that I've heard and seen for so many years is organizations struggling to connect with our communities and talking about, all the barriers to access services and why we don't go and how come they can't find us and why don't we attend meetings. And, it's like, but when we work with our own community, it's easy. We have those relationships. We know what people need. And we know, not only how to get the resources to them, but how to interact and how to build community and continue to strengthen relationships as we're providing services and critical resources. So I feel like we need to stop relying on big mainstream orgs and empower more community-led efforts to make this work successful.